once again, and as you know, my name is Ruby, and in this video I am going to share a very brilliant idea to you. And we all have this problem, we are not able to think in English. So in this video I would tell you what are the ways by which we could think in English. See, actually we have our own native language, whether it is Hindi or whether it is Telugu, Marathi, right? We have several language in which we are exposed to. So now I would think you that how can you stop translating into your mind and you have to just think in English. So actually there are some 5 tips by which we can improve that and we could start thinking English. So first I would say that do not take any bilingual dictionary. When I say bilingual dictionary, so see, actually we have two types of dictionary. First we have a bilingual dictionary and second we have a monolingual. So in monolingual dictionary, actually there should be only one language, and in bilingual dictionary we have 2 languages. For example, actually you can take the example of any dictionary. There would be written one side Hindi and then there would be a meaning of it in the English, right? So first thing, we should not use that because when we see the dictionary, so in that, however we trying to learn that what is the exact meaning, whenever you search on the Google, just try to find out. Do not search in Hindi, always search in English, and that would give you a, I would say, a good explanation of it and by which you can understand. So do not use any bilingual. Always use, if you are searching for Hindi, so just look at for only Hindi. But now we are just trying to learn English, right? So whenever you go or to search any word, just say meaning in only in English. Whatever you want to search, just search only in only one language, which is English, and that would help you to enhance your ability of spoken English as well as your thinking process. So it was first point, and second point I would say that learn vocabulary with the phrase and do not learn a single words. Actually we have 2 steps. First step, we learn only one vocabulary and we just mug up the dictionary. That's what we don't need to do. That is very waste of time, I would say. Yes, we need to take a second one, which is we need to learn a word with the phrase. With the phrase, by which what would happen, even though you don't know the proper English, but the phrase which you have learned already, at least in the situation, whenever you feel that it is a kind of situation where I could use this phrase which I have learned already, so that phrase you can use, right? So do not go for the vocabulary, always go for the phrasal verbs, means phrasal vocabulary, right, with the phrase. So that would be a second point, and by which it would help you a lot. I have tried and it has helped a lot. And third thing I would say, listen more English speakers, I would say, or I would say just get indulged into, just feel yourself, or just be in a position, just make yourself in an immersed position, which means you have to be a full part of it. When you are listening, so at that point you have to listen with the full consistency, I would say. And second thing I would say, to listen and practice, just try to observe. When you try to observe, so in that situation what would happen, there would be a kind of scenario where you would feel that I am totally a part of it. Whenever you would listen, means native speaker, just try to understand that what kind of words they are using and what kind of structure. Actually basically they use very simple structure, so that's what we have to also use that, and we have to try of course for that, and listen as much as you want to listen. That would enhance your thinking ability as well, because once you just get into listening, it is obviously that listening process would come to your mind. So it is very good process and you need to be immersed into that. And then we have, I would say, fourth thing, that stop learning means exclusive through the translation, which means you don't need to translate. See, actually it is a kind of difficult, because whenever, especially for the beginner, whenever they would try to learn, so there could be a scenario where they have to translate Hindi into English or Marathi into English, right? It is so in that situation what you could do is just try to think. Means first you think that yeah, I'm gonna speak in my native language. So just instead of speaking, or instead of yes, saying anything into your native language, just try to convert those into English. So that would help you to stop your translation process. And yes, at the beginning it is kind of difficult, but after 1 month, if you keep on doing this, so it would be easier for you as well. So it is a means after practicing, and one thing I would say that practice makes a man perfect. So it is obviously means if you want to be a good speaker, so just do a practice, and by practicing, actually word just heap up to your mind and always come to directly. It would not be that you would feel sometime very blank. Of course, sometime it could happen that you would fumble or you just forget the word, but it will help you to enhance. So it is a good way that by which you can stop translating. And then last thing I would say, and which is major, or most of the people, they do not do that. And the majorly problem would means people would say that they don't have any partner to speak with. So it is a very good idea. And last thing I would say, just do daily activities only in English. Means when you wake up early in the morning, so till morning to evening, you have to say each and everything into in English. For example, means your mind, just try to understand, your mind is just about to say that it is a kind of morning, right? So before translating, before saying to your mind, just speak out from your mouth and just say. You don't need to speak in a very I would say in a shouting way. You have to speak in a very simple way, in a very slowly way, so that people would not understand that you are kind of mad or something else. Yes, it happens whenever you would be speaking yourself, so people would think like this. So just do not translate it, and try to speak each and everything whatever you do. Since morning to evening, you have to speak each and everything only in English. Just make a target whenever you are in a school or whenever you are going to a road. So you can try to describe the shops and all that. So these are some 5 tips which would help you, and I hope I have delivered a good idea to you. If you liked it, so please like, share and subscribe, because most of the people, they watch my video but they do not subscribe. So for their betterment, I want you to subscribe this channel, and it would help you towards their English. So thank you.